Good morning. This is Kamera again. We're on day number 26, Exodus chapter 25 to Exodus 27. Yesterday's reading, the last thing we read was Moses going up to speak with God, and where it says he was there for 40 days and 40 nights. One thing I want to point out I didn't mention yesterday was before Moses was requested to go up to the mountain alone with God, God had Moses to bring up Aaron and a few other people and 70 of the elders on top of the mountain. And I've been hearing for years, I read this a few times. You know how you read stuff and you just don't get it or you may overlook it, but it says that those people who were there actually saw God. Okay, we hear all the time that Moses is the only one who's seen God and lived, but clearly there was another time when other people saw God, and it was those 70 elders and Aaron and a few other people, a couple other people. What were their names? I don't remember their names, but they saw God and they lived. So what gets me about that is in the future chapters, you should see where they all should have been more supportive of Moses and what God's plans were for them. But yeah, so today's reading, it starts off with, again, Moses is on the mountain with God, and he's going to be there for 40 days, 40 nights, and God gives him some instructions. The first thing it mentions is that he tells Moses to request an offering from the children of Israel, those whose heart was led to give. So straight off the bat, I love the way God does not force the children of Israel. Tell them they have to give me this. They have to give me this. Believe it or not, guys, same God right now today. He don't force us to give offerings. He don't even pressure us to give offerings or tithing. They come with like the tithe come with the promise. The offerings, they give you more blessings as well, but only if your heart is led. So straight off the bat, that's proof there, guys. God is not going to pressure you for any offering. He's going to request, and if your heart is led to, and you want to please him, you definitely would give. And so the offerings were gold, silver, bronze, the colored thread, rams and lamb, sheep, and goats, leathers and skins, and all types of cloth. And so the purpose, and gemstones as well. The purpose of these items were to build the Ark of Covenant, the tabernacle, table, lamps, and those things. So God wanted to build an Ark of Covenant, tabernacle, so that he says, so that he can live among his people. These places were pretty much symbolic to God being there with them. But his spirit was actually in those places, though. You'll see in future scriptures. So he would meet. His plan is to meet Moses near the Ark of Covenant, and you guys already know the Ark of Covenant is going to be throughout carried throughout the wilderness, and that is where he's going to be meeting Moses, and he's going to be in the presence of the children of Israel in that Ark of Covenant. And he's telling Moses how to construct it. He's giving him the plans on how to instruct it, how to construct it, and how to decorate it. We already know God got skills with architect and all the designs and decoration. Look at what he did in 6 days, and continue to bless people with knowledge and understanding to do. So just imagine. So when you read these 3 chapters here, a lot of measurements and instructions and all, but he told Moses, make sure they are done exactly as I give you instructions to do. So he wants that done, and he says that Aaron and his sons are the one who's going to maintain like the lights, the candle lights, to remain lit throughout the day and night. So Aaron and his sons already have instructions to do certain things, a job to do. So yeah, that's what we basically talked about today, or read today, is God talking about the construction. Oh, also he mentioned that the tables where Moses is going to write those commandments, those are going to be placed in the Ark of Covenant as well. So yeah, yep. That's what these few scriptures were about. And I know it's hard to get through those measurements. But yeah, but don't try not to skip any of that. Read it if you have to until you get to God instructions. And because sometimes people will overlook those measurements. Oh, he's just talking about measurements and decorations and all this. But between those lines, sometimes he tells Moses, give Moses some instructions, or he says something. You have a reason why he's doing certain things. So push through, read on. And I know that part was kind of boring, but it's right now. Some interesting stuff is about to happen soon. I believe the next chapter 2 is also going to talk about some more instructions. But just push through, guys. Push through. We got this. This was day number 26, Exodus chapter 25 to chapter 27. God bless you, and you have a blessed day.